Many words have been used to describe him: visionary, leader, empowerer of democracy, torchbearer of technology, supporter of inclusive growth, reformist, and the adjectives go on. Yes, we are talking about the Honorable Minister of Commerce and Industry and Civil Aviation, Government of India, Sri Suresh Prabhu. He has known the way, shown the way, and gone the way to be the mascot of making too much too soon a motto rather than an apprehension. Sri Prabhu is a propagator of taking India to its deserving 5 trillion GDP economy and changing its developing to developed stature. After completing his school from the Shardasram Vidya Mandir in Dadar, Mumbai, he completed his BCom from M.L. Dahanukar College, Vile Parle, Mumbai, and followed it with a degree in law from New Law College, Mumbai. Suresh Prabhu is a chartered accountant from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Delhi, and has been a rank holder at the Inter-CA examination. Prevention and control of pollution received top priority. Several result-oriented initiatives were undertaken. He removed deficiencies and procedural gaps in grant of Environment Impact Assessment as per the Environment Protection Act 1986. His relentless efforts in National River Conservation Program were the flag bearers to today's thoughts. Ganga Action Plan Phase 2 and Yamuna Action Plan had major focus. He also drew attention and support from World Bank to conserve the lakes and wetlands of Rajasthan and Punjab. As Union Minister of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Sri Suresh P. Prabhu has undertaken a number of significant initiatives. As Union Cabinet Minister of Power, Sri Suresh P. Prabhu started rural electrification to the extent that it is no longer just a service body but a complete corporation with excellent track record. It has made full electrification a reality in this country as 100% villages now have electricity. He has been a Lok Sabha member 4 times in 1996, 1998, 1999 and 2004, representing Rajapur constituency. It was then that he ensured holistic development of the region. The area was rich in natural resources and agro products, mainly fruits, and received a high rate of rainfall. Yet, it was not developed because almost all the rainwater caused surface runoff due to undulating topography and lack of any water impounding facilities. Sri Prabhu changed the fortune of the place, bringing in massive change to the region and its people. He expedited the airport projects in Chipi, Sindhudurg and Ratnagiri. Multiple cold storages have been built to support export of agricultural products. With rich coastal line and advantageous topography of this region, Mr. Prabhu has identified key sectors to be the forerunner in progress, such as tourism, export and processing of agricultural and marine products, spices and gems. MP of Haryana, November 2014 to June 2016. Major steps taken by Suresh Prabhu are: Rail Coach Refurbish Factory in Barshi, Haryana, Electro-Loco Maintenance Depot for 9,000 HP electric locos in Rewari, 24 coach length washing line with Sikh line shed in Hisar, 55 unmanned level crossings eliminated, MRTS, Mass Rapid Transit System from Gurgaon to Bawal. MP for Andhra Pradesh, June 2016 to June 2022. His focused efforts led to the following major developments. Annual average capital investment increased by 195%. Freight improvement in various ways, like 3 private sidings commissioned, high-speed Wi-Fi at 15 stations, 6 stations completely DigiPay, new lines built, 207 kilometers, 211 unmanned LC eliminated, 13 road over bridges built, 17 new trains sanctioned, LED lights installed in 373 stations. Sri Prabhu has handled several ministries and responsibilities in the Vajpayee government. He was entrusted by Sri Atal Bihari to think of the possibility of executing a gigantic and ambitious project such as interlinking of rivers across India. Mr. Prabhu, for his time-tested abilities, was made the Sherpa to brief and assist the PM on India's stand on global issues like G20 summit and given cabinet rank. As a Minister of the Railways, Sri Prabhu's vision towards transforming India through transforming railways has been aptly named Rail Bade, Desh Bade. His dynamic approach has changed the approach of Indian Railways towards people, from passengers to customers. His wish was to provide Wi-Fi facility at 400 stations. Indian Railways is on its way to becoming the world's largest public Wi-Fi system. He also led a major cleanliness drive, Swachh Bharat, Swachh Rail, to enhance cleanliness and aesthetics at trains, railway station and tracks. He negotiated for loans at low rates of interest from India and Japan for augmenting railways. He has successfully made sustainability an integral part of Indian Railways strategy, not an allied activity. He diversified Railways' energy consumption basket to include renewable energy sources and energy-efficient equipment with a vision to source at least 25% energy use from renewable energy sources by 2020. Under the Make in India drive, 2 locomotive factories are being set up by GE and Alstom to supply world-class locomotives to Indian Railways. As a minister, he came out with the largest capex plan for Indian Railways, which included augmenting capacity, passenger safety, expansion of tracks, and enhanced electrification. To augment resources for funding such a large capex plan, he came out with an innovative financial model by not depending on Government of India budgetary allocation, but to fund the projects alternatively, which included involving multilateral financial institutions like World Bank and national institutions like LIC, offering unique products with long moratorium period for easy repayment. Sri Prabhu has been a neoteric architect in designing a capex plan for strengthening all aspects of Indian Railways. As Minister of Commerce and Industry, Sri Prabhu led the ministry to achieve a historic jump in ease of doing business rankings by the World Bank. India soared 30 points to break into top 100 for the first time ever. He led the 11th Trade Policy Forum discussions with the United States on bilateral trade between the two countries, areas of mutual cooperation, market access in agriculture and non-agricultural goods and services, including intellectual property rights. He successfully conducted trade missions to US, Cuba and Panama, facilitating a MOU between Federation of Indian Export Organizations and Panama Chambers of Commerce. Sri Suresh Prabhu marshalled an Indian delegation to make an India-Sweden 2017 event aimed at enhancing Indo-Swedish cooperation and exploring new areas of partnership. Among other initiatives, he emphasized on a permanent solution to the issue of public stockholding for food security purposes and the importance of special and differential treatment for developing countries. He finalized a trade agreement between India and Ethiopia for strengthening and promoting trade and economic cooperation. The government has already approved of Rs 5,000 crores to promote 12 champion services sectors such as IT, tourism and hospitality, which according to Sri Prabhu will grow faster than merchandise exports, raising the total exports from the country. Services sector will play a significant role in pushing the country's economic growth to achieve its 5 trillion GDP target. Sri Prabhu has recognized that the country's chemical sector has huge growth potential and it needs to create a capacity to meet exports demand. The country's chemicals industry is expected to more than double and touch $300 billion by 2025 from $147 billion now, according to ChemExcel. Sri Prabhu initiated Global City Project Gurgaon MPLAD, Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana, Freight Village project of multimodal logistics hub at Nangal Chaudhary, which has been approved and land acquisition completed. CII Partnership Summit has sown seeds of 2 industrial clusters in Andhra Pradesh. Foundation of IIFT and IIP at Kakinada also has been laid. Sri Prabhu expedited Chennai-Bengaluru Industrial Corridor and Vizag-Chennai Industrial Corridor as a part of East Coast Economic Corridor. At the World Economic Forum Davos, he had a detailed roundtable meeting with CEOs and stakeholders with a vision of doubling a farmer's income using AI and technology while growing exports on the other hand. Sri Prabhu has initiated the drafting of an industrial policy which will lead to Industrial Revolution 4.0. This revolution will not only lead to encouraging new industries but modernizing existing industries with manufacturing technologies like robotics, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs), genomics, electric storage, active pharmaceutical ingredients, advanced materials, feedstock chemicals and automation. The policy focuses on 3 main aspects. Also, Sri Prabhu has been spearheading the formulation of an action plan to boost economic activities and promote overall economic growth. This initiative endeavors to escalating growth in the district level by 3 to 4% per annum through a bottom-up approach, which in turn will uplift the GDP of the country, making the 5 trillion economy target a reality. Sri Prabhu has contemplated to include development of a district-level EODB dashboard in this plan. Sri Prabhu to facilitate market access for startups through the integration of Government e-Marketplace, GeM India and Startup India portal. As part of the future plan, feasibility studies are underway for opening up the GeM platform for pan-India B2C, B2B, C2C transactions. Sri Prabhu at the Regional Comprehensive Economic Cooperation RCEP meeting, Singapore, has emphasized on the liberal Indian economy with open FDI policies wing investments in all sectors, including defense. He has expressed the willingness of India to grow long-term trade relationships, especially with the 10 members of Association of Southeastern Asian Nations, ASEAN, by working on a mega free trade agreement. Sri Suresh Prabhu took an enterprising initiative by hosting the WTO Mini Ministerial Meeting 2018, an admirable endeavor to mitigate the challenges concerning multilateral trade system to improve global trade environment. WTO issues were confronted, keeping in mind their benefaction to India, and this also provided a platform to bring global political opinions together to disentangle the hurdles in international trade situation. Sri Suresh Prabhu has been able to create a window to discuss trade deficit with China at the India-China JG meeting, resulting in a sturdy 5-year development plan for economic and trade cooperation. Growing bilateral trade between India-China would be the synergia of the plan, boosting sectors like pharmaceuticals, service in IT and ITES, and manufacturing. Sri Suresh Prabhu has been hosting an array of diplomatic events to enhance India's international trade relations. Sri Suresh Prabhu at the India-South Africa Business Summit 2018, noting that the region holds huge potential for trade, focused on strengthening the bilateral trade relationship with this region. He met Dr. Rob Davis, Minister of Trade and Industry of South Africa, and ministers from Swaziland, Botswana, and Lesotho. Sri Prabhu in the summit highlighted the philosophy of Gandhi and Mandela, which is imbibed in the ideologies of its people, and the historical relations between India and these countries, and pledged to take the economic partnership forward. Sri Prabhu met the ministers from South Africa Development Community (SADC) and participated in the Indian SADC dialogue, attended by ministers and business leaders who pledged their effort for achieving prosperity through trade and economic cooperation. His address at the plenary session of the summit about building synergies between India and South Africa, which are united by legacy and unified for prosperity, gained accolades from all. At the Consortium of Indian Farmers Association, New Delhi, he excelled by his brilliant outlook for improving farmers' income. In this platform, he brought together farmer leaders from different states to understand and dwell deep into level 0 of agricultural development. Further, to his mission towards taking agricultural products to the world platform, Sri Suresh Prabhu formulated the draft agricultural policy, which is both prospective and promising with regard to its feasibility as well as implementation. In this draft agricultural policy, he put emphasis on indigenous, value-added and tribal products having great potential in the global market. Sri Prabhu has taken the initiative to register at least 300 geographical indications, GIs, to boost regional trade by conveying an assurance of quality and distinctiveness which is essentially attributable to its origin in that defined geographical locality. To partake in multi-trillion-dollar digital economy and address the emerging concerns of e-commerce, privacy and data security, Sri Prabhu has propagated to develop a national policy on e-commerce. Sri Prabhu's achievement is a never-ending journey, always in progress. Sri Prabhu's futuristic endeavors to bring in a better tomorrow for new developed India is his goal for tomorrow. Sri Prabhu has been entrusted with the additional charge of civil aviation in 2018. His aggressive stance of grounding defective aircrafts, giving paramount importance to safety over bottom lines, has already won accolades. He, along with Civil Aviation Ministry officials, have drafted a plan for cargo support to accelerate movement of farm commodities. He has planned major developments to benchmark Indian airports to global standards, adopting multiple strategies to expedite major AAI airport projects. The government has launched UDAN scheme, emphasizing on regional connectivity in remote areas and enhance access in underserved regions. The scheme will add 30 new airports in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Sri Prabhu has identified a requirement of 1,300 aircrafts and substantial amount of drones, which according to him, if manufactured indigenously rather than imported, can strengthen the Make in India initiative. Prior to taking charge of the Civil Aviation Ministry, Sri Suresh Prabhu had initiated the plan of setting up a specialized task force to boost the UAV drone sector in India. Even as a railway minister, Suresh Prabhu announced in his rail budget speech on February 25, 2016 that the Indian Railways intended to use the latest drone technology to review physical progress across major rail projects, after which an internal drone notification came about in the railways. With him now at the helm of affairs, works are underway to develop the UAV drone sector in a mission mode. A leader leads by example. Sri Suresh Prabhu is the perfect example of a leader, a pathfinder and an ideal role model. His relentless efforts in converting challenges to success earned him several epithets such as the Gaur Saraswat Brahmin Samaj Maharatha Award in 2016. Apart from this, he has constantly featured in the list of top 5 ministers in India from 2014 to 2017 for his performance and accessibility in nationwide surveys conducted by various institutions. He has also been awarded the Indian of the Year in the year 2017. He was declared Best Member of Parliament in the 13th Lok Sabha in April 2004 by Aaj Tak. He ranked as the second best performing minister in India Today's report in 2001 on the performance of key ministers of Government of India. In March 2018, the truly deserving Sri Suresh Prabhu was awarded Leader of the Year by Hello India magazine. A good Samaritan, Sri Prabhu has always been involved in philanthropic activities throughout his life. He has been a true leader of the masses, admired, respected, followed by all. Sri Suresh Prabhu's assiduity, diligence, determination is inspiring indeed, earning him accolades from all. Sri Suresh Prabhu's journey is a voyage of success, a story of a never-ending victory of determination which enhances us and educates us, and in his own words he inspires us. Chef Excel reveres and salutes Sri Suresh Prabhu, an epitome of brilliance and excellence.